Hey there, awesome person. It's the voice of Bob, here again to give you a spoonful of spine-tingling syntax from the far-off regions of the internet. You got your listening ears handy? Good. You're gonna need them. I'll be right back after the logo. I have no idea what's gonna do that. No. Thanks for joining us for Other People's Mistakes. This is the channel devoted to highlighting the best of the worst ideas imaginable, as recounted by those auteurs of the authorial. Today's story comes courtesy of the NoSleep subreddit archives, penned by Reddit user Gorilla of Undeath. The title of today's story: I Sit on a Throne of Crunchy Leaves. Here we go. I raked a pile of leaves last week. As I raked, there was something about those leaves that really drew my attention. The way they crunched and crumbled beneath my feet, the array of colors, the way they swayed in the wind, and the rich smell that the leaves exuded left me feeling strange. It was like there was a connection. I picked up a handful of those leaves and brought them to my nose. The faint scent of oak mingled with something else that I couldn't identify, but ultimately smelled magnificent. The feeling of the leaves on my bare hands left a pleasant tingling sensation that felt tremendously satisfying. I pulled up a sleeve and rubbed a pile of leaves on my arm. Some of them crumbled and fell to the ground in pieces. Sacrifices to make me feel good, I thought, as the same pleasant tingling sensation coursed through my arm. I finished raking and came inside, but sitting in my chair with a hot cup of tea, I felt in a sense that I had lost something of value. I wanted to see those leaves again, feel that tingling sensation, bask in the greatness of crunchy sacrificed leaves and the rich smell and excitement they bring. Before anyone could snatch the leaves, I went outside and gathered a pile into a garbage bag. I knew it was crazy, but I dumped them onto my bed. I discarded my blankets. They did nothing. But these leaves that crunched beneath my weight made me feel spectacular. I laid there on top of those servant leaves all night as my body tingled. Even though I did not sleep a wink, I got out of bed feeling energized, charged, and ready to go. I looked at the leaf pile on my bed, many now crushed and crumbled. Bits of leaves stuck to my skin like the blood of the murdered. They had given their all to me, their new savior, their new king. I had given these discarded leaves a purpose as my servants. I knew I was going to need more leaves, and little by little, I brought more into my house. The outside was the recruitment area, and the fortunate ones were accepted into my home. No, my kingdom. Placing them throughout the house, I felt a great sense of success, more than I have ever felt in my life. I imagined all the leaves thanking me for the opportunity to be in my presence. The leaves would crunch beneath my feet, a final death cry and ode to me as I made my way through the kingdom. They were my servants, and I made sure to make the best use of them before they would crumble into nothingness. The tingling sensation is always there. My entire body tingles and burns with the power and energy these leaves have given me. A king needs a throne, and there would be none more suitable than a throne of leaves. I compacted and shaped the leaves, many crumbling in the process. I lined the walls of my room to prevent interference from outside kingdoms. The process took days, but the ever-increasing burn on my skin hastened my production, until at last I sit upon the throne of leaves. My skin began to dry, and then flake, but my subjects were there for me. By rubbing those leaves on my ailing skin, I felt my worry dissipate as the tingling took hold. They would keep their king strong. My subjects surround me faithfully and are ready to do my bidding. Time passes, and as I peer out the window, I watch as more leaves fall to the ground, prospective new servants, if they are to be accepted. But the more I sit on my throne, the less tingling I feel, and the flaky dry skin has turned to a blackened mess marred with bumps and boils. The skin on my wrist is so dry and black, I can feel it withering and weakening as it tries to hold on to the skin of my hand. My energy has reduced over a matter of days, but I still sit on the throne. I am still king. The days pass, and I am very weak now. They can sense it. My skin has turned black, and the hand that touched the first ones, as they have been dubbed, has been discarded to the leaves below. I can sense it now. Rebellion. They feel my weakness. The leaf-lined walls begin to close in, my vision fading. But looking out the window, I see a child walking down the street. He stops and stares into my territory, now filled with new, fresh, loyal servants, and he begins to pick them up. I watch as he rubs them on his skin, no doubt feeling the tingling I once felt. For a moment, I feel fear that I will wither and leave my kingdom to rot and crumble into nothing, or worse, have that pretender child usurp my throne. Thousands have sacrificed so we could get here. The leaves below have turned on me, and my kingdom is in chaos. My body is crumbling now. My left eye is blackened. I can't tell if it is even there anymore. I tried to stand from my throne, to smash the traitors and restore order, but I realize my legs have long since been discarded. I don't have long. The child is outside gathering his own servants, and soon he will come for me and my throne. This is my last will and testament. Stop that child. He does not deserve my throne. So that's our story for this week. What do you think of that? If it were your throne, would it be made of leaves? Twigs? Something unmentionable? You ever felt that sort of rush of power coming into mere contact with something? Do us a favor. Let's have your thoughts dropped in the comments below. Anyway, that's all for now. If you find a great story and think we ought to make a video about it, feel free to drop us a comment or email us. Our Twitter, Facebook, and email address are in the description below. As with any YouTube channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for being awesome.